Welcome back. I do have enough lights for my streaming setup now, but I won this in a bingo game at a friend's house. So it is made by OnAir. It is the Halo Flex Duo 3.5-inch LED ring light. Looks like it has a small ring light on a flex arm and a grip type holder for a phone, assuming, I guess, that you would record with your phone, or maybe just want your phone displayed prominently in case you're using it to take notes. I'm going to open this box with my trusty DeWalt pocket knife, which, by the way, is one of the best and least expensive tools I've ever owned. There is a thin user manual, which may or may not come in handy, and that is the phone holder that is not currently attached. It has a little spring inside, fairly powerful. And the rest of it is wrapped up in these plastic bags. Let me discard the plastic and box, get it out of the way, take off all of this plastic. Okay, the clip itself seems to be the heaviest part of this whole construction, and it seems like a pretty sturdy metal clip. This flex arm is I thought it was about 2 feet long when I was holding it here, but later I measured it. It's about 21 inches long. This little ball on the other flex arm, which is shorter, about 1 foot long, or 12 inches. The phone grip holder just pops on there. I had to loosen the adjustment knob first in order to pop it on. And then it took me a few tries to get the threads back. But once I got it, it tightened up just fine. And looks like it will hold a phone. As I said, it's a pretty sturdy spring in there. And the grip on the clamp is strong enough to hold this whole assembly to the edge of a desk. Also about halfway down the wire, not halfway, it's actually closer to the clamp than to the plug-in end, is this remote control, or just control, I guess. It's not remote, it's built into the wire. There's the power button, there's a minus button, a plus button, and in the middle is the color temperature button. It's what I assumed it was, and that is what it turned out to be. And the end of the wire is a USB-A connection, which I suppose could plug into your computer or any power outlet that accepts the USB type plug. All right, we're now about to test this 3.5-inch ring light. As you can see, it is right here next to me, clamped to the wooden riser that I have built for my monitors. And this is the cell phone holder clip that can be adjusted to any angle. I just put it right here so you could see it against the background of the curtains. I don't have any available USB ports on my computer, so I have plugged the USB port into one of these handy dandy things that you use to plug in phones or other devices to charge. And I'm going to plug it into this outlet over here and see if it just turns on by itself or if I then have to press the power button. All right, it did not turn on by itself. And here is the remote, which is partially lit up now. I'm going to press the power button. That turned on pretty bright. All right, I'm going to press the power button again. It is flickering for some reason. All right, I don't think that's good. Well, that didn't turn out to be good at all. Let's try that again. It is flickering. Well, I'm going to turn it down and see if it stops doing that. Okay, it's 2 clicks down from max power. It's not flickering. How much dimmer does it get? Okay, that's as dim as it goes, and it's not flickering at that. It was only flickering at max power. And I don't know what color temperature that is. It looks kind of white to me, but I'm going to press the color temperature button. That looks more yellow and more blue and back to average or middle. So yellow, blue, and middle are the 3 choices there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the lights that I normally use. Well, not my main light. My main Godox light is over there, or Godox. It's like a 13-inch panel. But my secondary light that I normally use to light the right side of my face is that Logitech Litra Glow. And I'm going to move this over to be about in the same spot as the Litra Glow and see if it's lighting the right side of my face as I turn it up a little bit. So where's the press button? It looks like it's doing the same job as the Litra Glow. I'm going to press the remote down a little bit because it's too bright. It is a little bit in the frame there, so I can move it even further so it's not in the frame. But the cool thing is it can be moved anywhere especially because the clip, I can just unclip it and I can move it someplace. And it does look like it is lighting up the right side of my face. So except for that flickering at the high power, I think this would work. Let's go all the way back up. Is it going to flicker at high power again? Yes, it is. All right, well, let's come back down. Also, you can see that my face is washed out at the high power. The light is about 18 inches from my face. So go all the way down to low power, and it's just getting rid of a little bit of shadow over here. So come up one from that, I think is perfect as a highlight. I don't think it's not big enough or powerful enough to work as a main light, but it could certainly light you depending on how you want it to, how you want to look. And of course, I would not have it in frame if I were using it. And I think I would normally use it on that default color, but the warm color isn't bad, and the slightly bluer color, I guess, makes it look more like evening time, maybe, or like moonlight or something. But anyway, there's the medium color, and it looks like it would work perfectly. I'm going to test the phone clip out now. My phone is in a case, so I don't know if it's going to hold it, but let's see. Due to the bump on the back of my case, it won't press all the way back, at least right there. So I'm going to move it over a little bit. Yeah, my phone won't go all the way back into it, showing the face of the phone with the case on. So I would have to take the case off in order for it to hold it that way. So I'm going to take the case off so it won't be so thick. I don't know how many people have cases on their phones, but that's the pretty blue color that I almost never see on my phone. Well, it's holding my phone, and so if I were to use the camera on my phone, well, it's pointing at the wall right now. Let's turn that around. So it's pointing at me, and then I can just adjust that, switch that to video. I guess we can just record a little bit over here. All right. This is me talking into my phone, which is currently being held by the phone holder clip that's part of the 3.5-inch ring light. I actually think the color on my phone's camera is better than the color on this ring light. It certainly shows the red light better. All right, but anyway, that works. So if you wanted to use it that way with just the light, in fact, let me turn off the big light over here. And I'm just using the 3.5-inch ring light that came with this thing. So I'm going to lower the power since it's so close to my face. And then I'm going to do that again. All right, it's still wiggling a little bit. Okay, now I'm testing it out with only the light from the 3.5-inch ring light that's just above my phone camera here. I'm going to adjust it a little bit. So there, looking right into my phone. Maybe I will edit and put this video over there. Let's turn the big light back on. Wow. Okay. So I think it works great, except for that disturbing flicker when it was at high power. If you don't have the money or don't want to spend the money to buy a $79 light or a $50 light, like the Godox or the Logitech that I have, something like this, which I think costs around $17 or $20, might work perfectly for you. Thank you for watching.